Hello and welcome to Amare Divina, a space of spiritual sovereignty, freedom, love, and reclamation. And I'm just going to get right into this reading, see what we need to hear today. I want to thank everybody who's watching this. Thank you so much for giving me something to look forward to. Hopefully this reaches you at the right time. I'm using some unusual cards today. Oh, the first card is Claw. What does it say? Be careful, do not take risk. Unusual because these aren't cards that I would typically turn to. But we're going to keep on going. Oh, we're getting another one. And it fell on the floor, okay? Give me 1 second. Haystack. Karma, you will reap what you have sown. Okay. This one. Yeah, I think so. Dog, protection from a powerful friend. Okay, I'm just filling out what I need to pull next. Okay. Is that it? Ooh, okay. I think it's this one. Is this? Are you sure? Am I sure is a better question. Dragon, beware of self-delusion. And don't worry, at the end, after I pull the cards, we'll get the actual collaborative interpretation. Fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. There's a lot of T cards. A lot more than I intended to pull. Understood. Okay. All right, we're pulling from another deck now. I'm so sorry if that's loud. Okay. So someone told me cards falling on the floor is like spirit being like, listen, pay attention. So, give me a second. Okay, which one is it? Because two fell on the floor. Soul Song was facing up. Oh no, I'm gonna have to back this camera out. Okay, we'll see. Is this going in? No. Okay, so just that one. Are we playing more? Yes. Okay, we're going to another deck now. The card that was like staring at me, of course. Wisdom. On a Wednesday with a waxing moon, let wisdom come and be renewed. Okay. All right, I'm just trying to clear my energy here to see if I should start. No, I'm pulling another card. Okay, we're actually pulling from the previous deck. That's interesting. Ooh. Okay, now we have Soul Love. Soul Song, Soul Love. I might have to read if it doesn't come to me because it may. Okay, we're pulling. And now we're going back to the other deck. All right. Just gonna follow the flow here. Trust. I am safe, I am secure. In love I trust, my faith endures. Okay. Okay, I think I know what this is saying. Okay. Am I pulling anything else before I do this interpretation? No. Okay, I have another deck, but it has not. I have not been guided to pull from it, so I'm just gonna center myself and see if I can get this message out here. One moment. It is imperative at this time that you connect to that soul heart center. It is imperative that you understand when you are and are not listening to that soul heart center. It is imperative that you step into the state of being that elevates you beyond anything you have known before. You're not alone in this matter, and you have been shown the way. It is vital that you embrace the way and make it your own so that you may be the way for another. It's the only way. Sorry. The way is the only way to find what is hidden for you. Yeah, it feels like something is hidden, but there's a surefire way to get to it. And the way that this thing is placed is so that it would not be easily uncoverable. Okay, I understand what's happening here. The whatever it is that was hidden, so to speak, quote unquote, could not be discovered in old energetic spaces or places of being, because had you discovered it while under those influences, you would not have been ready, and therefore things would not have turned out well. It would actually work against you for you to find this treasure. And so it is time for you to navigate your way to this treasure. It's the word is coming through weird. Oh, I'm so sorry. That was my knee. Got a little too comfortable. It's imperative that you align. Ooh, I just noticed this 33 number because my eyes were closed. 33, which is a number of mastery. I believe 3 threes is about the ascended masters helping you. I think 33, intuitively speaking, where I'm coming from right now, is an embodiment of a master. So you're not just working with higher consciousness energies, but you are allowing them an expression in the world via you and via your projections. Your projections, whatever it is that you're projecting out into the world. And at this time, it is a very thin line that you walk. It is a thin line that you walk. And to successfully walk this thin line, you must remain within the center that you have been shown and the way that you have been shown, and remain faithful to it. And trust that your guidance has shown you a clear path to where it is that you are to go next. And so when this reading talks about risk and bewaring of, for example, this dragon card saying beware of self-delusion, be careful, do not take risks. You will reap what you have. That's actually the reap you have sown card is not really speaking to me as much, but shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Those energies are saying, is kind of turning it on its head, because in an old energy, those all would have meant one thing. But in this here and now, in this new state of being, this new place that you find yourself in, these mean entirely something different. You are no longer afforded, I want to put this, respect diplomatically. And sometimes guidance just wants to say it how it is in a certain way. But I know that we are working with different energy bodies and different receptors, if you will, and we compartmentalize. And so it's important that I put things in a way that it will be received. So, what spirit guidance is coming through to say is that you can no longer dabble in the old states of being and the old motivations that you held. You can no longer dabble in that energy. Whatever it is that drove you, project is coming through again. Whatever projections you were dealing with before, and you have been guided to transcend and navigate around and to It's to transcend things that you've been guided to transcend and can successfully do so. You can't dabble with those anymore. You can't play around with those old toys anymore because you're in an energetic space where the interaction of such old toys will make themselves way more noticeable now than they would have in an old energy. It's almost like there were training wheels on before and you were driving through rough terrain. And you could drive however you wanted, really, because those training wheels were going to keep you up on that bike. But now that the energy is shifting, the training wheels are no longer on. They just don't exist. Things are moving a lot faster. Things are moving a lot quicker. Manifestation is happening in a whole new way. The buffer time is reducing. And as such, it's really important that you embody the master bike rider that you are, in my metaphor, so that you can navigate the terrain successfully and with ease and grace. There's no need to stumble, tumble, and fall and suffer anymore. Not in that way, anyways. It's time to see this as a game, to make an exploratory journey, adventure type of experience, and no longer this fall down, suffer, suffer, suffer situation anymore, because you know another way of being. And it's time to stop sitting on the fence. That's what's coming through. Stop straddling the fence and answer the call and embody the call. And all the things that you have experienced have provided you with an immense wisdom. Wisdom in this deck, if I remember it well, because I used to get this card a lot during a rough time in my life, a rude awakening, an awakening nonetheless. That wisdom card is about releasing the pain but maintaining the wisdom that you gathered from that situation that called up all that pain within you, and implementing it into your life like a dear, dear friend. Soul love, and soul song. You have a unique expression that is covered up and dampened down when you toy with these old toys and when you try to ride around on this bike like you still have these training wheels on. Like that buffer energy is still in place when it's not. It's been greatly reduced. And so it's time for you to really stand in your power, stand in your center, embrace the reality of who you are, engage yourself in those activities that people may look at you a little weird for, but that's who you are. That's what your calling is, because your soul song needs to be grounded. It needs to be grounded here. You are needed. That energetic space needs to be radiating out into the world, and the only one who can allow its radiance to shine is yourself. And there's no force of action that needs to take place here. It's more like a release. The action that needs to occur is the decision and the choices to move in another direction, and the one that your guidance has been showing you already. The resourcefulness that's being referenced here in this reading is the resources that have been provided to you already that you are aware of. These can be spiritual practices, states of being, states of mind. I know you guys have practices. I know you've been shown something by your guidance. Ooh, something just came to me. Something that I was shown that I should start getting involved in, so much so that it came twice through two different people mentioned a practice to me. So it's something like that, like take the messages and embody them and do them so that magic can occur in your life. And yes, you are protected, but don't play Russian roulette. Don't play Russian roulette when you don't have to. Are we ready for another card? Nope, there's something else I need to speak about. What is it? It's the stars. Okay. Following the North. Oh, there's a star family that's... Is it a star family? Star being. Home. Hold on, let me see if I can get this. Oh, you are a star. You carry a star energy that has been unveiled in layers, as you've worked on yourself and remembered yourself and have worked on stepping into your sovereignty and reclamation. When I said sovereignty, it kind of pulled me away a bit. So you're still working on that sovereignty portion, and that's okay, whatever. That's why we're here. That's why this space has been created. All right, so that we can all reclaim ourselves and step into our sovereignty more powerfully. But as you do so, there is a star energy that gets released out into the world that is needed here, wherever it is that your soul has cultivated in other lifetimes. The energy has been bought here and has been bundled up, waiting for its unveiling. And now is that time. And as you do so, more will be extended to you. So more support will be extended to you as you do that. It's just going to be a natural chemical reaction. It's kind of what I got. Okay, am I going to pull any other cards? Okay, nope, they're pulling me to another one here. Okay, let me take a breath on this one. Okay, so the be careful message is coming out. Be careful about those who would drag you under, those who would ignite that part of you that can't help but react. You need to make sure that your higher consciousness, your soul's in control and not your ego. Your ego is a tool, not the leader, not the one who should be sitting on the throne. You need to make sure that the ego and the mind are behaving as the tools that they need to be and are not running the show. Otherwise, others can take advantage of that, can take advantage of you. People are weaker, more manipulatable, is that a word? More easily manipulated. People are weaker, more easily manipulated when they are in fear. And fear has many expressions, such as anger, such as resentment, such as jealousy, sadness. Those are all forms of fear. Anything that would cause separation or division from yourself and another, so much so that your reactivity would cause you to lash out. You need to be careful because a lot of that energy is at play at this time, wanting to drag you under. And you're no use there because you fall back into the illusion. Okay, it's starting to, all right, it's starting to piece together. Okay, I showed up. Okay, it's coming together. Because that dragging down into those reactivity centers, into that fear activations, will pull you back into the illusion. And it's almost like going to sleep again. I'm not saying that you're going to go way, way under, because you can have several awakenings in a lifetime, but you don't need that. You don't require that lesson again. You got it. You get it. It's just that sometimes that ego reaction can get you. And so just be careful, because awareness is the key to keeping you from falling into these traps that others will lay for you so that they can control and manipulate you. There are some people that would rather have you pissed than neutral and peaceful. They would rather have that reaction from you because they know that that gives them some kind of pull over you. It also makes you susceptible to certain suggestions and therefore behaviors and actions, the complete opposite of what this space is for. It pulls you away from your freedom and your reclamation and love, because you cannot serve two masters. I heard someone say that the other day and I love that. Because you can't serve two masters. It's going to be love or fear. All right, are we? Yes, okay, now I can put another card. I'm just going to put my microphone down here. Okay. I said yes because that means I got the message out. When I get that feeling that I can continue, I'm clairsentient and claircognizant, but I really want to expand into clairvoyance. I've always been a big daydreamer since I was a kid, so I feel like that's something I have had. I want to use it intentionally. External validation. Ooh, and there's headphones. And there's a sun in between. Okay. All right. So I think this is okay. I have an instinctual response to this card, but I want to make sure I'm tapped in, tuned in. Give me 1 second. The only validation that you require is that of source. And source is always validating you. And you can feel that validation when you step into the heart center. When you step into love, when you fall into love. Because sometimes, a lot of times, it's just letting go. And you fall into love. That divine mother's embrace, which is another reading on this channel. At the beginning, I talk about a quick way. I just literally did that actual practice before I did that reading. To fall into the divine mother's embrace, which is falling into love. Because external validation, seeking the approval of others, not even just the approval of others. Let me get my mic back out here. Not even just the approval of others, but seeking some kind of camaraderie with those who just don't match because you're different. Seeking camaraderie, seeking the ability to speak on things and others just aren't quite ready to hear. Those are all external forms of validation. It's really important that you seek from the only source that matters, the truth that is true always, which is the source, spark, fragment that is within you. Connect to source or God, whatever you want to call it. The universe is, well, I feel like the universe is another matter, but connect to the solar sun piece that is placed within you. Soul song and soul love, because those are the expressions of God that are, or source that is here to enact itself as you. But you can't let outside voices interfere with that reception and with that enactment. They need you. They need you to be who you really are. Otherwise, the headphones make me think that you need to just put on some headphones and only tune into source, because it's like a sun between there. There's a lot of changes that are going to go on. Oh my gosh, I see 2 5s. Yeah. There's going to be significant changes taking place within or around you, within and around you. And there's going to be pulls at you for your reactivity. It's going back to that. There's going to be pulls at you, digs at you, attempting to pull you under. I think it's not just going to happen to you. This feels like this is going to happen to, the reactivity is not going to happen to everyone. Some won't react. Some will be so well placed in their center. It's probably the purpose of this reading and other readings going up at this time to help protect you. Because you will always have your protectors, but the most powerful protection is alignment. And then the other protectors makes their job so much easier because they can just, do their thing in the quantum, whatever is happening place there. But in the physical here, most powerful protection you have is your alignment. All right. Is there anything else we need to pull? Yes. Okay. Let me pull one more. I think one more. All right. Whoa, that was fast. All right. It says, step ahead is all you need. I'm getting this, what's the number on here? 41, which is another 5. So just keep taking the steps that have been shown to you by your guidance team, whatever videos, whatever books they've thrown your way, whatever song lyrics have stood out to you. Our teams have a million ways to speak and communicate with us. Follow those little steps that are being handed to you, those little activities you're being introduced to, those new practices. Just one at a time. Incorporate it into your life. See what feels good, see what doesn't. Make it your own. And that will assist you through the great change that's going to occur. One step ahead is all you need. I didn't see the one word till just now. It's going to assist you with the changes that are going to occur all around, it looks like, because it will keep you ahead of things. I think reactivity is more likely to occur when you're caught off guard, right? So I think this is meant to bring your attention to certain things that may occur around you so that you can be ahead of it and not even make it a thing. Is this a part of Ascension or Awakening? Ascension. Okay. It's part of Ascension journey. All right, am I pulling any other cards? If you want me to show you this card, so I will. Show or shuffle? Show. Okay, this is safe travel. Keep me safe and let me roam far away, but bring me home. 22. Another master number. 2233. Universal support. Keep me safe and let me roam far away, but bring me home. It's to say that these practices that will, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how far you feel you have strayed. It doesn't matter how much they may gas you up. I'm sorry. Because I heard something outside. I'm like, why did that happen? You will always arrive home safely. There will always be a route home. There will always be a way for you to instantaneously transport yourself into the higher timeline. You will not be without a way, ever. And you will be safe because you will constantly be shown ways in which to maintain your safety and also the safety that's just provided nonstop anyway. Because you are the ultimate creator of this experience. Creator alchemy. And you must create harmony. You want harmony, create harmony. Envelop it. That's not what I want to say. Embody it. Put it in your DNA. It's already in your DNA. Activate the DNA within you. The alchemy for peace. Okay. Oh, they want me to put that out. So that is part of the reading. Is this everything? Oh, should I put this card out or am I shuffling? I'm putting this card out. They want me to put this card out as well. Okay. Oh, you've been away from home long enough. That's the message. Source is saying you've been away from home long enough. And that's what all this ascension business is about. Coming home. You're not going all the way, you know. You're not disintegrating or anything like that. I'm just, but it is bringing you closer to home, which is a close relationship to source energy without any need for a middleman, so to speak. Okay, I think that's everything. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope you have a wonderful day or night whenever this posts. Bye-bye.